I don't know if she's still alive or not. They've had her now for the past 24 hours. I'm equally uncertain as to the fate of her father, Professor Elliot. Both are probably dead. The odds are 100 to 1 I, too, will be finished before another sun rises. But tonight I'm going to try to fight for my life in those larger issues so perilously at stake, affecting all mankind. If I fail, as seems most likely, the consequences to humanity defy the imagination. As the only trained reporter who has been in a position to observe the terror from its inception, and as one of the few living humans who has actually met face to face a man from Planet X, I will try to set down the strangest story a newspaper man ever covered. It began prosaically enough in a college observatory not far from Los Angeles. What is it?
A new planet. For want of another name, at present we identify it as Planet X. It was first spotted some weeks ago, rushing out of space.
Is this the reason Professor Elliot wired me to contact you?
Have you known the professor long?
Yeah, I was with the 8th Air Force in England. The professor was our chief meteorologist doping out weather for bomber raids. The British lent him to us.
Good man, Elliot.
Oh, the best. He and I became fast friends. He always said if he ever ran across anything of real importance, he'd give me a crack at it. Used to think he was kidding, but I guess not.
No, I guess not.
What's it all about, Doctor?
The world, Mr. Lawrence, is now experiencing strange astronomical phenomena. Reports have come in from all over the globe of inexplicable objects being sighted in the sky.
Surely you're not telling me a scientist like yourself believes such nonsense.
No, I'm not telling you that.
Well, then on what evidence do you base your statement?
Unquestionable reports of trained observers. At first, this phenomenon seemed to have no particular focal point. It appeared at random here and there about the world. But about 6 weeks ago, tremendous concentration was detected over a certain section of the Earth. A particularly barren and isolated area.
Bury?
Yes, what do you know about it?
Well, nothing much except this cablegram I got from Professor Elliot came from there. It says, if you remember my promise for exclusive story, see Dr. Robert Blaine at University Observatory. It's signed Elliot.
Strange waves. Resembling, but still not radar waves, have been bouncing off the Earth.
Coming from someplace outside, like the moon or Mars, for instance?
Originating on some sphere outside, but not the moon or Mars, or any known planet.
Well, where does this Planet X fit in? What's it rushing towards?
The Earth.
You mean it's likely to collide with us?
No, at least not a headlong collision.
Oh, well, we've had these things before, like Halley's Comet, for instance, to name one.
None which have come as close to our world as this one is expected to in the next 3 weeks, if our calculations are correct.
You, think something will happen?
I wish I knew exactly. At the best, atmospheric disturbances, hurricanes, probably tidal waves.
And at the worst? Where does Professor Elliot fit in?
He discovered the planet.
Oh, is that why he's in Bury?
If he is correct in his deductions, this isolated island is that part of the world the new planet will come closest to.
Gee, it sort of makes cold fingers run down my spine. How about you? This is not visible to the naked eye.
Not yet.
How do I get to Bury?
It's now 9:30. I'll give you until 11 o'clock to try what you can. If you're not back by that time, we'll open fire.
But you've got to at least give us time.
By that time, your job must be finished. If it isn't, 11 o'clock, Mr. Lawrence.
But everyone out there might be annihilated. Enid, the professor, the people from the village, Dr. Mears, everyone.
Professor Elliot told you that planet would be within the Earth's gravitational orbit by midnight. The consequences of such an unparalleled proximity could be anything. None of us know what that enigma out on the moors might be planning.
You're right,
The professor's theory was invasion.
We can't risk determining whether it has any fact. A planet of such size, coming so close to ours, might cause a disastrous atmospheric upheaval as well. Therefore, Mr. Lawrence, 11 o'clock. We dare not delay beyond that time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even then, we may be risking too much.
All right. 11 o'clock. The hour is near.